right, well, welcome to the Elegant Adventure Sagas. Not brought to you by anything, because fuck that. Anyway, so when we were here last, you were making your way through Chasmfall Castle. No, yeah, you're in the in dungeon. You're below the mines of Tethymar. You're on your way to visit his Clavius Chasmfall, who has turned dark, and at one point, from what you understand, was a good guy. You know the way down. It's filled with solid ice. We did a little bit of math, and yes, you guys could chop your way through it. So like, it is physically possible to get down there with nothing, nefarious. There may be other ways. Who knows? Hell, maybe it's already melted. One can't say. But you guys did decide to explore the rest of this level, or at least some of it, and it has somewhat paid off. Mr. Nick Papagiorgio, hey, he found himself an enchanted pickaxe. Kind of fun. It was in a loose tile in the walkway, if you remember correctly. So he found that. You dispatched a gentleman in the middle who was hiding something in a box. Do you recall that? The Spectre?
The puzzle box thing?
Yeah, it was a map to not the next level, but we think the 8th.
Was it?
A level, yeah.
I believe so. And that's why we're going to explore the other two.
Yes. It had a cell drawing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Exactamundo. Yeah. You weren't exactly sure where. Yeah, we aren't sure which level down it is, but you know that from what you've discerned, there's like only just a couple of levels left. Mm-hmm. Did anyone find anything else in? Karen, did you find anything in the room you're in? Did we stop the game before you even looked? I know you killed something.
I don't know where Karen is.
Remember exactly. Let me look. My inventory. I don't know what's going to be in there. I
just realized that I wrote a tool that allows me to easily look for something. Oh, I should probably turn my keyboard on. Yes, you did. What you found in this room here, open it up and hit everybody in this room. You found some spy notes. And if you look in your inventory, Cliff, you look for interrogation. Just do a search on INTE, and it should filter itself right up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that little feather will open it up. This is a spy's hidden notes. You shared this with everyone, I believe. It contains critical information about the dungeon's layout and secrets of the mines of Tethymar. And the way this works is a DC 17 investigation will tell you, for an area, if there are notes. And on a successful roll, you then roll a survival to see what you know. So it's the gift. So instead of it being a thing that you can read and it tells you everything, it's something that you sort of figure out as you go, right? So it may give you information or it may not. This is one of those things I talked about earlier where I'm going to try to change my style to wing it a little bit more. Right? So yeah. So there you go. Interrogation room spy notes.
So as we go into new areas, we can just say, "Hey, we want to do a spy notes investigation." And
I think there are limits on it, though, right? Oh, or was I a moron and I didn't? No, there's no limits. You could use it within reason. That would be my normal judgment, right? Like you can't just sit there and over again keep rolling a DC 17 trying to figure out. What about now? Do I learn anything with a 13? What about now? Anyway, let's talk tech real quick. You guys were heading east, and then you sort of doubled back to check out all the southern cells. In front of Skylar, there's still a locked cell below that you haven't been in. So that's below Skylar.
Yeah, correct.
A couple of new technical things. So we're down from our high of 153 modules to 83.
Look at you.
Yeah, thank you. Some of them we just never really used, and they seemed cool at the time. And some of them I wrote. A lot of them I took the bits that we'd used and I rewrote them. That's why that left thing even exists. New things. I wrote my own rolling system. I kept epic rolls because I think it's epic and I really like it. And I can't think of how I would make it better, quite honestly. But most of the time, I don't want an epic roll. Most of the time, I want a nice, straightforward, in the chat, something's clean. Yeah. So I wrote that. The nice thing about writing it is I learned a lot more about how to play Dungeons and Dragons because I really didn't understand all of the roles, to be honest with you. Like we didn't do very many like group checks because none of the tools that I know of can do a group check, right? So like all of you do a perception and then the group succeeds or fails as opposed to individuals, right? So like there's a lot of really cool things that mine does now that I'm very proud of. I'm sure we'll do something tonight. The other and I'm going to get this one ready now. This was for Mr. Cliff. Okay, one. And you guys in tech, or you guys in the industry will love this.
I mean, I'm in an industry.
That's right.
Of there. I'm gonna make it so I can save these vote types, I think. And it would be heroes on the canvas. Let's see if it works. Boom.
Oh no.
Do we all have backstory?
Yeah. Every one of you has a backstory.
Maybe got backstory.
So you just vote for who you want to tell their story tonight. This was Cliff's idea. I thought it was a really good idea.
That is a nice.
I have to pull up my backstory to remember it.
Oh. Wait a minute. It should have been people that were logged in. I chose people on the canvas, thinking like that'll take care of people who aren't logged in. But yeah,
well, I assume that Nick and Avi.
So you guys have all voted because there's 4 of you, so I'm going to close the vote. Here we go. Well, Karen, no good deed goes unpunished. So Karen, yeah. So tell us a little bit about your backstory for Karen, and you have a second to pull it up. I'll talk about the last tool while you do that. You notice right now, and maybe you didn't notice, but at the top when you logged in, it said locked mode active. So one of the tools I got rid of, automated marching. And it didn't do everything I wanted, so I wrote my own over one night this weekend. And it allows a couple of different modes. I'll flip through them. Like one is locked, which you're in. There's free mode. Right, and then you'll see in the chat it'll say what mode we're in. So free is like you guys can walk around, do whatever you want to do. You can always engage with your characters. Another is combat mode. This one will automatically turn on, just like we used to. Like you can only move during your turn. So that's combat. The fun ones are follow mode. And follow, basically, whoever the leader is. Right now I have to change it because it's Alicia. But whoever the leader is point. And then you'll see you have a point, a vanguard, and then the very last person is the rear guard, and everyone else is the center, right? So like, basically the proximity between you and the leader, when we turn this mode on, that's the marching order. And so you will all travel in that order. So you know how I'm always like stack up in the order you want to go, and then you guys move around randomly? This is the leader just drags all of you like a train, right? The last mode is similar. So this one organically follows the leader. It's the problem with it is, you go through walls sometimes. Like if you'll go point A to point B, like you'll always try to be behind the leader. So, and it's not wall aware yet, so just be warned. The other one is conga mode. Like the conga dance where you guys all get in a line and you follow the leader. This one literally follows whatever path the leader takes. It's going to follow it. These 2 modes work, but are a little buggy. But I thought we could still play with them and see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to go back into locked mode, and we'll go from there. But yeah, those are the new tools. Also, the transfers work. You guys can send shit to each other. You can drag from your inventory. If you go into party view, you just drag something in. You hit the party view tab, just drag to another character. It'll send them whatever you want. You can say, I want to send you an arrow or 5 arrows or whatever. So there's that. What else did I miss? I think that's it. That's about all. I have one more vote to do, and it's going to be select the leader. You cannot select cameraman. I've got to eliminate him.
If I roll a new character at any point, I'm going to call it cameraman.
What's shoot, what was the video game where it was like this guy he was kind of a creature and he was trying to save everybody from a factory, and he'd say, follow me, and the other ones would say, okay.
Abe's Odyssey.
Abe's Odyssey.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a claymation game. I think they did, right? Wasn't it done in claymation?
Oh, I don't know. Was it?
It had that style, yeah.
Yeah, I have those.
Make that
I have those for
happen.
my handheld, or if you guys have a Steam Deck, I have them for Steam Deck too.
Yeah, I've got them on PS5.
It's hard. But I got to a point where it was so hard that I died so many times that I never saw the end of the game.
Oh
Yeah, I don't think I finished that. Yeah.
I don't either. But they were so fun. Those were fun.
All right, so 3 of you have voted. There's 4th person needs to vote for the leader.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
I know. Did you know that you can mouse over that count and it tells you who's not voted?
Oh, I didn't.
I mean, I don't want to tell on anyone.
Let's see who it is.
voted.
I ain't no snitch.
Oh man. God.
That's payback. All right, Karen,
Me,
let's hear your
Alicia.
backstory.
Well, I don't want to just say the whole backstory, but
No, you share what you want. It's like just
yeah. As we're chit-chatting at various points, you start to pick up on the fact that Karen hates the Harpers and absolutely does not trust any Harper agent.
What's the bad blood there?
ooh, good roleplay.
Karen does not want to get into it. Not yet.
The strong and silent type.
But if we ever bump into Harpers again, everybody should make sure to stand between me and the Harper agent.
So, if any of you have any Harper history in your story, that's something to make a note of. And if I had written that part of the module yet, you would be able to do that real time. Noodle, you're it's so weird. I'm so used to now calling. When we started, I called you guys by your real names in the game, and now I can't help but to call you by your character names. It's very weird to call my own sister Noodle. Anyway, I know you and Mark take a lot of notes. I think David sometimes does as well. I would love to know sort of what would make it easier for you guys. So, my thought was, shared notes. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you can literally watch each other type. It's literally shared notes. The other is characters and places. So just almost like it becomes an appendix of characters and places. And then the last is quests, right? Like tasks, quests, whatever. And if you guys know of a game, most of the time games, I hate how quest tracking in every game I've ever played. It's always clumsy. I can never remember which ones, main quest, side quest, whatever. I can never tell. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like those are the same things. And think of it, it'll probably be another tab on this tray. Then I'll call it a day for this tray. I think it'll have done its job. Because I like the fact that, everything I've done, you can search. So if you were in a tab, it'd be really easy to search for, context and then do a full text search. So anyway, be thinking about that. Awesome. So here you are, Stephen, you are the leader. You are standing outside of a locked room. To your west are the rest of your brethren. If you remember, you guys heard noise coming from the room that you're in front of. You have not explored any farther than the end of this hallway where little Zippy is.
Yeah,
And,
we remember,
yeah.
just for context, we were coming down around this hallway to go back up, right? Because we heard something above too. But I think, do you guys want to finish off these rooms down here?
Yes.
Sure.
There's a locked door, and then there's the room in front of Noodle and.
Yeah, I've already gone in here. This is where we got that map of the whatever level, because dude was messing with it. I'm not sure how much we did where Nick is, or I guess Cliff is in. I mean, Karen is in there.
So I do need to know who wants to run Nick and who wants to run Fabia. So Fabia's a range.
I'll run Nick if you want me to.
Yeah, I can do Fabia.
Because he basically does the same thing, right?
Yeah, he pulls out his balls and throws them across the room.
He makes a frog, sets the frog on fire somehow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He likes to send spiders under doors. But the dwarves are such good engineers; it's been not as effective this time. All right, so Cliff, you are now the owner of Fabia, and on that party planner thing, if you hit you can now just click that other character to activate it.
Okay.
So it's kind of handy. And then Noodle, you are now the owner.
I don't mind Cyrus because I kind of get it, but it's gonna be rough.
So
all right, so there you are. No, I'm doing good.
I was gonna say, Karen, is your room cleared? If both your rooms are cleared, do you guys want to come do the lock door?
Yeah,
Sure.
Fabi is good at that, right? She has like lockpick or something.
Yeah.
Indeed. Hope it works.
Okay, where's the lock?
So I just right here. Well, wait, you're running Fabia, right, Christy?
I am.
No, Karen
Oh.
is.
Karen is. All right.
Wait. Yeah, the party view is not switching characters for me.
Still got a
Oh,
pause.
it's not?
Game.
Mm-mm.
Wait, you have a pause game? Oh, now try.
Look at that.
Sorry, the
There we
pause the pause notification was below was covered up by a window.
Oh.
Likely story.
Right. So we have this one closed door. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So can Fabia, trick over there?
Yep. And sort of describe how you want. If she not. Oh wait, I've got it. Sorry, the mode is locked. Let me turn you into free mode.
There you go.
All right, you should be able to move. You guys walk faster now, by the way.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. So she is going to do a lockpick, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that would be using her tool, which is Thieves' Tool. I'll see if this works. And the DC.
Hey, we're not having it.
And request roll. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work.
Oh.
8.
That's not a high number.
Yeah.
It's
So
broken, Thomas.
no, all of these. So there's these tools and standard dice are the only ones that don't roll fancy dice for you. Everything else does. But yeah. So yeah, sorry. She sticks her little lockpicky thing in there, and tinkle, 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 and here's it snap off. And I
Okay.
usually allow.
Yeah.
I have a allowance of 3 attempts
Oh,
before they fail.
Okay.
let's try again.
I shall cast lockpick a second time.
Awesome. And request roll lockpick. And quest.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That
Nice
number is
roll.
higher.
So you hear the lock
Hey,
unlock, and then you hear the little lockpick that she'd broken off sort of tinkle into the room behind it. So double win.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, and I added to the rolls. I added a little. I can turn it off and on when I'm rolling, but like a little about this roll to help you all learn about what these rolls mean.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. So the
Karen,
door
you
is
wanna go
unlocked.
first?
It's not open, but it is unlocked.
Karen, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right. Oh yeah.
So no one rolled perception. So what you see.
Yeah.
so here's what you see. Let me share this with y'all.
it's a Harper, right?
It's a cell.
So it's a cell. It's a specter cell. It's kind of like think Ghostbusters. You know, you step in this cell, the air grows heavy. Of course, you just opened up the door. Walls seem to sort of close in. They're cold stone, surfaces etched with arcane symbols. They pulse. There's sort of a sense of foreboding, right? Silence is only broken by the distant drips of water echoing like a heartbeat. In the oppressive gloom, suddenly a spectral figure, eyes burning with unholy light, ready to defend his prison, emerged. Karen, I think you see him in the little cagey thing.
Is he
now?
Is he caged in the cage?
So the cell's reinforced bars and intricate locks speak of its former occupants' power. The air is thick with the scent of damp stone and old magic. A reminder of the warlock's lingering influence. The specter, a twisted echo of its former self, seeks to reclaim its lost power, using the cell's arcana defenses to its advantage. And the warlock specter simply says, "Free me now." Except we all know that I didn't realize when I wrote this that specters can't talk, so it's implied.
These are special specters. It's cool.
Yeah.
Should I?
think that's too.
Yeah. So you're not in combat yet.
Should I open the cage?
No. Can anyone speak to a specter?
Yeah, you guys have learned that you can speak all you want. They can't speak back.
They can they like charades?
Yeah, can we do like blink once if
Right.
yes, blink twice if no?
You can try. Those would be persuasion checks to see if there's anything.
Do you need to search if
But
specters have eyelids?
I think that'll be just so you know, the way I would work that is that it would get progressively harder, right? As you fail, if you succeed, not so much, of course. But
What do you want to know from it?
I don't know. Is there anything useful to know from it?
Like maybe how to he wouldn't know how to get down off this level without melting the ice, would he?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is like how do we go down a level, right?
Can we carry the cage?
Yeah,
Oh no.
you could. I mean, I don't know if it'll fit out the door. I mean, look, no, it wouldn't fit out the door, but you could pick it up if you want to pick it up for whatever reason.
Let's ask him if he can help us melt some ice. Oh, we got Bing coming in, taking care of business. Bing, the negotiator.
I'm gonna persuade
All right.
his ass.
I'm gonna let the pros go to work.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Flesh-
watch.
Fleshy-headed mutant, are you friendly?
All right. So hold on. You
No way. Really?
versus.
Made me an enemy of society.
I love that movie so much. Hold on.
Oh,
The movie.
I'm just trying to make sure I get the right guy. And there he is. And then I go. I'm still learning my own thing. So you want to you don't want to perceive him. You want to persuade. And this is, if I got it right, his persuasion. Your persuasion is his persuasion, and let's just see if it works. Well, I'm gonna set a baseline DC as well. And request. So in the chat, it is a persuasion versus persuasion, Bing versus Spectre. So I will roll for the, and so you have to click the button.
So
And
when
it's
I
a
see
normal
these,
roll?
Like, so these pink and green modifiers here, I see like,
Mhm.
enemy half cover, that stuff. That stuff is not being currently applied, right?
No, it's not. Yeah,
Okay.
like the design of that's misleading. Those you can select those if we're like, oh, full cover, right? They're called situational bonuses.
Gotcha.
And I can create, if there's any of them that we think we need, like, oh, I need a plus 17 for whatever, I can create those because I made all those.
Cool.
But yeah, no. So you just roll. So you roll from the. Oh, you probably haven't rolled yet. And if you have rolled, it's broken. Oh,
I just
24.
rolled.
So
Good.
you succeeded.
Okay.
There you
well,
go.
I guess so. First, just so blink once for yes, twice for no.
Well, you don't. So you're not going to get it for free, Mr. Bing.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying.
The how are you persuading?
We will think about. We will think about freeing you if you give us valuable information. Do you agree?
Got it. And yeah, you see a slight sort of shift in the demeanor of the Spectre. Very reluctant, not enthusiastic, not going to be your best friend, but maybe wants out more than he wants to deal with you guys.
Very good. I see we understand each other. Is there a way to get to the lower level without melting the ice?
And he looks confused. So, I mean, like as much as a mean Spectre could look confused, as if. Well, hold on. Let me have you. I'm gonna have you actually have you roll this one. This is, I think, Bing.
Was that the right question to ask you guys?
Yeah.
Another roll.
Skylar, yes, no.
Yeah. So your insight is, you're not sure if he was like, if that was at ice recent. So there's that unawareness might be like, yeah, there's stairs down in his mind. He may not know there's frozen.
Can we tell him?
Yeah.
Well, what's that air? What is that area that's all frozen, guys?
We don't know. It's just down a level.
Well, no, I thought it was like the where it was frozen was like, wasn't it like the
It was a hall of books. It was like a library. It was an archival hall.
Is the hall
Okay.
is the hall of books the only way down to the next level?
And in his demeanor, he looks off to the left slightly and sort of slowly and raises and lowers his head.
I wonder if you can just lead us down the other level. If we say if
Oh,
you let
yeah.
us out, will you just lead us down?
That's Will you? Yeah.
Oh.
If we let you free, will you lead us?
And he makes a move that implies no, but who's all in the rooms? Bing and Skylar. Let me have both of you guys do this. We're roll heavy because I understand things now. And I think this would be. It's either that or is it? It wouldn't be performance. It would be, probably perception. Yeah, perception. And there we go. And this is a group roll for the two of you. Boom, boom, and request.
Sorry. Yeah.
And I'm very confused why none of my group roll things are coming up. I'm very upset about this, by the way. Yeah, it has worked like a champ 1,000 times. Anyway,
Those are
yeah.
good
So
rolls.
Bing and Skylar, yeah, his demeanor says that he might not be able to go down. Could lead you to the exit, but there's something about this level, possibly this room.
Sounds like a baddie.
All right.
Should we free him?
Yeah.
How do we let him free?
Fabio,
You have to look at the lock.
we need a locksmith.
Hold on. I'm
Oh, Fabia.
Somebody call for a locksmith. That'll be $500.
Oh my god, I have a crazy locksmith story from my time in Reno last week.
Well, you can do it because the first thing that Fabio is trying to figure out is I need her to roll an investigation check.
By the way, Reno locksmith sounds like a terrible reality show.
Reno locksmith. So I went to this guy to get a copy of my Honda key made. Should have been super 30 minutes, not even. And he, whatever reason, it's unclear what happened, but he broke the original key. Oh, woo!
I don't know what that means.
It's a 20.
Oh, I didn't hear it on mine. I only heard it on yours.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you the locksmith story next week.
Yeah. I need to turn
Why
my
do you
dice
need a
back on because are you guys seeing dice for yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that I had disabled my dice back when I was having problems. I have to put those back on. Anyway, yeah. So you see Favia's searching around, looking. She doesn't see any obvious places to stick a lockpick.
Okay.
And the ghost is just, or the specter's just moving back and forth, sort of impatiently. Think 13 Ghosts if you haven't seen that movie.
Oh.
What's the state of the bars and stuff? With tools, could we break it open?
It looks like you could.
We have those rods of unmovement or something.
Immovable rods. Still the best name for a band ever. So, Mark, you're a cleric, right?
Well, Cyrus is. Mark is.
Well, Cyrus, yes. That's true. Mark is a human, as far as we know. Unless this is an A24 movie, in which case, God only knows what you are. But as a cleric, just I think sort of intuitively, you'd wonder if there wasn't something more than mechanics keeping this specter in.
Oh, right.
Because
I don't have any dispel magic, do I?
Whoever's running Nick should probably be looking as well.
Oh. What?
Do you have dispel magic? I don't have it prepared.
I do not.
Yeah.
Whoa, dispel magic.
I do.
Excellent.
It's prepared.
Awesome.
It says prepared. So shall I dispel some magic? All right, I'm coming in.
Close quarters.
Do I have to get right up next to it, maybe?
Sorry, I ate some peanuts. They
Ooh.
couldn't linger.
Hey, Karen's got a nut allergy.
Can't have that at
Wait,
my
what?
school.
What?
It's sun butter. So, how do I use dispel magic on a thing?
What does it say? I don't think we've dispelled magic in the 4 years we played.
I don't believe there was much dispelling. I don't know. Let me open the dang character sheet. I was just looking on the
You don't
thing.
need to. You do the sidebar thing. Scroll down. I already have it open. It says.
Where does it say? Oh, look at
The-
that.
the-
It's the little feather. creature, object, or magical effect within range. But how do you select it? Is it selectable? The cage? The cage isn't selectable, right?
No, like the DC equals 10 plus the spell level. The spell's level. What level spell is it?
It is a third.
So it's a check. So would that be an Arcana check for spell magic? I assume.
Are you asking me?
As an action.
Yeah.
Right. So let's see what we have. Let's see if I've covered this one. Noodle. All right, there's that.
Man, that even says what page on the player's handbook it's on.
What's that?
It even tells you it's on page 234.
Nice.
Ah. All right. Let's see. I think it is one action. Blah blah blah.
Verbal. Doesn't matter.
All right. So the target is so you roll. Okay. D20 plus spell casting modifier. So what's your spell casting modifier? Or I think you can just roll. I think you just roll it, Noodle. Just click it.
I mean, it has to have a target, though, right?
I don't know. It might just be none. You're trying to beat a.
Cast the spell.
Yeah, trying to beat a 15.
Okay. I'm casting.
Cast. All right. Now you've got a really cool blue orb that went around you.
Yeah, that was neat.
All right. This is anyone else reading this? Does this make any sense to anyone else? This seems like it should be so fucking obvious. Yeah, so like to me, dispel magic would be like a perception check or you know what I mean? It's a roll. But I don't see what.
Well, we don't know what spell was used, so it's like, so it would be, I guess, against it.
Yeah, I know the DC to dispel the magic.
Oh,
What I don't know is that what dice it is. Is it an Arcana or is it like what? Because that's you know what I'm saying. Like,
well, probably her. I mean, if she's doing the dispelling, it would be anything that's a charisma or that's a wisdom check. Because it should have her spellcasting bonus.
Yeah, because I think that's Arcana, right?
No.
No?
Not for clerics.
Oh. Religion, which? Well, I'll have to ask my buddy here. All right. Sorry, I did not expect this to take so long. So insight, insight, medicine, perception, survival, animal handling. So
insight.
Yeah, I think insight. Yep. All right. So roll insight, but this you get a plus equals DC. All right.
Is that on the bottom?
Yeah. So you need to beat a 15. And so I'm going to have you roll. No, I'm going to have you roll it. It's easy enough. That's easy. 15. And public. Let's roll.
Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So the cage around the specter you could just smell a little bit of ozone. You hear it bzzz, and it just calms down. And the specter moves one step forward.
Oh, great. You should probably take a level 3 away from me.
It didn't do it when you rolled it?
No.
Oh, I have to take consume resource. There you go.
End's coming.
Okay.
I step out to the hallway and let him know there's a specter coming, hopefully.
Right.
Attack it.
Don't attack him.
He's gonna lead us out, maybe.
We hope.
Well, so your request was that he lead you to
To the next level.
to the next level.
We don't know if he will, but
Yep.
Not towards the ice. We said the opposite way.
No, you didn't say. What do you mean the opposite way?
Well,
He mentioned there was only one way down. You already learned that from him.
Oh, so okay. Well, it's only one way down. Take us, Mr. Zoot.
All right. So if you want, who's the leader?
I'm on it.
Did you guys want to stack up in an order?
Yeah, are we conga lining it?
Let's try.
so.
Tell me when you're stacked up in the order you want to be in.
I think we're there.
Who's after Mr. Yeah, there we go.
All right. This may not work.
There we go.
This is our order.
Yep.
We're having
Change
Nick.
to Change.
You're in conga mode. So the only one. So I think it would be best with your keyboard, personally. Oh, see, Nick's already coming. What are you doing? You're messing with everybody. You went there and then you went back one.
What's
Why'd you-
Steven?
It's trying to break it.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, stress test
Okay.
it.
Hold on. I have an idea. Free mode. I'm going to put it back in conga line because he was all stacked up. You know what I didn't expect? I didn't expect anyone to double back on themselves the very first time we try it. So, all right, one more time. We're gonna go to follow mode. I don't think that conga is as effective as we wanted.
I think it's
Anyway.
cute.
The specter's making his way.
Come on, check your body, baby, do that conga.
What are
It's backing me up automatically.
What is?
I said it moved me back automatically. I didn't do that.
none of us moved? Oh, there we go.
Nope, that wasn't me going back. It's
Cool.
coded. Oh, wait, isn't it cold in this room?
Holy
It starts to
crap.
get very cold.
Burr.
Yeah, but maybe he's
Conga's not the success that I was hoping for this evening.
is he melting the cold because he's hot?
He's not hot.
Oh, he's not.
You
a
don't
hot
feel any.
specter?
You don't feel any heat. He just happens to be red. You don't feel any heat emanating from him.
Oh, well, that's. What do we do, guys?
Aren't we getting into
Fire
like
out.
dangerous cold territory?
Where he is dangerous.
He just keeps on going, huh?
Well, no one said anything to him, so he's about ready to leave.
Well, I mean.
Evit! Evit! Hello. It's too cold for us. We need a different way down. We can't go that far.
She said there's.
So
only
he
one.
seems.
Go ahead, Thomas.
So he gets to this point and looked confused. Right, a little like there wasn't ice here when I last saw this stairway. But you already know that he can't go down the stairway anyway. He was just leading you to the stairway.
Right.
So he's now led you to the stairway.
Okay, you're free.
Tell
And-
your friends, we're not that bad.
So you're freeing him.
Yeah.
All right. So he zooms right through all of you guys, all past you guys, and disappears.
So should
We're better off.
we start some fires in here or something? Can we just warm it up?
Good.
Dynamite.
Well, I don't.
I'm gonna have you roll an insight for that, though, Bing. Where are you at? Are you on? Is someone on top of you?
Yeah. There we go. I'm in there now.
Okay, Bing. All right. So for that,
So he went up north, basically. Is that where he?
yeah, up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Up by cameraman, where Steven.
And I think this would be a survival. I think. Actually, I'm gonna have the whole party do this.
What are we rolling for?
Survival. Setting a fire.
Oh.
In the chat.
Iris Bing, the long-lasting deodorant soap.
All right.
That was a collective fail.
Was there 2 check marks?
Huh? It was You don't know how disappointed I am that it is not doing the fucking group rolls like it's supposed to. So the way the group roll is, more than half your party needs to succeed.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Right.
Balls.
To know anything absolute. However, for your 22 Fabia, I will give you at least a little bit of insight, because it's not like you knew nothing. Yeah, you can absolutely set a fire and warm things up, but smoke's got to go somewhere, right? So you'd have to figure out how you're going to exhaust the smoke out of the area.
Did we look for secret doors or anything?
You got to that northern room. You found a door that led to the same hallway. You did an investigation in most of those rooms, so you didn't find anything that was secret.
Can I use that in spy notes?
Yep.
I can't.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Remind me again. It's a DC what?
Let me look. I believe it's a DC 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Um.
Interrogation notes, spy,
Spy.
investigation. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have you roll a DC 17.
Are you requesting a roll, or am I?
I am right now. I'm learning my own tool, guys. I have to get there. Investigation DC 17.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot to turn that off. All right. Your roll tells you that all my stuff just moved over on top of it for some reason. Moving this out of the way. 17. Boy, you by just the hair on your head, man. Holy smokes. Yeah, the notes don't say anything specific about if this hallway is full of ice, but you find some references to there being an ice lich below. An ice lich.
Oh, I thought you said an ice switch. I was like, whoa, perfect.
Yeah, there's an ice switch.
Yeah.
Did anyone think to flip the damn ice switch?
Ice switch on.
Yeah, what the hell?
It was that easy the whole time.
It wasn't even a puzzle. No, the reference is that there's an ice lich, and that there was this lich, in some way, shape, or form, had some sort of friend relationship, romantic relationship, some relationship with his Clavius. That may or may not have ended well. You can't make out too much in the notes. But you do pick up that lich is trying to keep people from going down. So it doesn't mention ice, but just knows, just mentions that she was a sneaky lich that you had to, if you wanted to get, you didn't like to have people go down the stairs. Basically, is the takeaway.
It was an unrequited love or something. Is that what we're seeing?
You haven't discovered that yet. Could be.
Liches
Maybe she's just.
decreasing.
Yeah, that's true. You got a lot of problems, and a lich is one.
Okay. All right. So is it magic then?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is the cold?
Is there some way to? Yeah.
Yeah, can it be
Sure it
dispelled
is.
as a magical effect, or is it just cold?
Well, you're all very cold, and are going to start taking damage in a second. But if you would want to know that, I'm going to have you roll an Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know such a thing?
Yes, please. That's.
All right. We can do a group. You're all discussing it, getting very, very cold. You see the breath coming out of your mouths, and may not end well soon. All right, so roll. And we go party.
You doing everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Cliff, when I was like, what are the rolls that the entire party would ever want to roll? And one of them was never Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should one person roll?
Are you doing it in the window, or do I find it somewhere else?
Who wants to roll? Let's rephrase this.
Well, I would.
Your
like...
magic-y people?
Have Nick do it.
Seems like all the magic people, should.
Okay.
Because Arcana's intelligence, right?
Okay, yeah. Nick is our only
Yeah.
intelligence
Well,
user.
I don't know.
He's our book learning boy.
All right. So here we go. And I'm not showing the DC to you. And I'm going to hit request roll.
Okay.
Almost a 20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
Nice.
Nick.
I
Mr.
didn't
Bam.
get
Damn, Nick.
involved in this. Why am I doing this?
Because you're a good roller. Oh no, Cyrus shouldn't do it.
Magic.
No,
Yeah, he
You didn't. Did you decide that you didn't want to do it? Sorry, my bad. All right, let me get rid of that. You succeeded anyway, by the way.
Cool.
The success thing popped. Did it pop up for you guys? Do you guys see success?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks really
Do you
smooth.
It does. It's really nice.
You have to say that because I
Well, no.
talk about it myself so much.
I work without a designer.
Oh,
And so these decisions normally pain me, and I will perseverate on them. So I always like it when someone has done it and done it well.
what's the DC on that perseverating that you do? I'm kidding.
God.
Yeah, he did
100% magic. It's emanating not just cold. This is magic. This ice has been put here through some magical means. Probably something to do with the ice lich. Go figure. Maybe she just needs to let it go. No, sorry, could not resist.
Let it go.
Well, the hallway's frozen.
Yeah, no, we got it, Thomas.
All around.
Where's Nick's character?
In real life, he's a good guy.
Oh, there he is.
Over here.
Way over there. He didn't follow.
Yeah, to here.
Does he have dispel magic? I'm a looking.
I put on free mode.
He
You guys can
has
move around.
Dragon's breath. Wouldn't that do something?
Hard to
Yep.
say.
Okay, he doesn't have dispel magic. Should I try to dispel this magic? It's probably going to be harder, but
Cast it high if you can.
yeah. I'd like to try to dispel the magic. I can go up to 150 feet, so I don't want to go any further. Do we need to go warm up before we do this, or
Yeah, first I need the 3 people I've selected to roll a d4. It's in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, Fabia's a 4, so she loses 4 hit points.
And I show.
Noodle loses 2 hit points.
Yeah.
And Skylar loses 4 hit points.
Okay.
The tips of your fingers aren't turning black yet, but they're super cold.
Well, we moved away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Noodle, you guys have not moved away all the way. You need to get either near where Bing is or out the door.
Okay. I can do 150 feet for dispel. 120? 120 feet.
Wow.
So that's pretty good.
But that is cool.
Yep.
I wish we could like
All right.
signal together.
And in case you guys had forgotten, I'll send this into the chat. That's what you saw before, and I meant to click this. This is the hallway.
Are they still around, those weirdos?
No.
Okay.
Nope. You've made short work of them.
Okay.
There's also not a sunroof, but I couldn't make the thing not make every goddamn room lit up. Super annoying. So you want Nick to do dispel magic?
He doesn't have it. I do. So I'm gonna dispel magic.
I think if Nick were here, Nick would want to study it a second. I'm just throwing it out there. He likes books. He likes discovering things. I could be wrong, but
he's gonna study the ice.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't think Nick. I'm trying to channel my Nick. Maybe I'm overreaching, but I don't think Nick would think it's as simple as just dispelling the magic.
So you think he kind of want to get an insight on it, or now that we know there's some magic, he would want to see if he could tell anything.
Yeah, where does this magic come from? It's
Okay, should I bring him around the corner then?
Yeah, and I think you're gonna want to do this super fast. So he can stand there for about 15 seconds, and then.
Oh, he has to go all the way over there.
Yeah.
He's coming over here first. Okay. Okay, he has to go. How far? Can you ping it somewhere?
He'd probably have to go to about here.
Okay. Can he mage armor? Can he do his mage armor or anything?
Yeah, he can buff up whatever he wants.
I think that he would do that, right?
Yep.
So I just click it. Okay. I don't want to mess any of his business up.
I bet he's got some spell like fire pants or something.
Fire. I don't know what he's done in the. It didn't do anything. Is he wearing his mage pants now?
You touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor, and so I don't think he can do this to himself, can he? Did you select yourself?
Yeah.
I think you can do it for himself. He's done it,
yeah,
right?
so you get target yourself and then roll it again. I gave you back the resource.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. All right. So does that give him extra?
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna quick fire shield. He doesn't need a shield of fire. Here we go. Is there like some sort of countdown? I'm nervous. I don't want to kill him.
Well, I think he knows that he's going to have to roll to see if any damage happens when he does this. So
All right.
get to it right about here.
Okay.
So he feels his skin is like on. It's so cold it's on fire. And he immediately begins insight as much as you can. There's your roll.
Normal.
Yep.
Come on. That's a oh.
And it's a fail. And he
Snap.
needs to start running back.
Yeah,
And
he's
then we're gonna
running.
see. Then we're gonna see if he's injured. You need heat on. There you go.
Is he safe
Awesome.
right there?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine there. He is, and you can see he's whitish.
22?
Yeah. Some strong magic. So he's learned from that fail that this is something bigger than just, I cast ice. So that insight, even though it failed at a 22, like something is assisting in keeping that hallway frozen. Is what it comes down to. Now,
Mhm.
for him, I need you to roll.
For damage.
This is a. Hold on. Constitution. And it's only I'll even share the DC on this one.
That other DC, I don't think we have dice big enough. Ooh.
So he has to beat a 14. And
Cool.
otherwise we'll see if he has any damage.
Nice.
He beat it, so I don't get to roll for my injury tool. Damn it!
Yeah. Well, this is big stuff. So I mean, there are still places on this level we haven't been to, right? We just
Let's
gotta
go
hope we can run into something to.
Let's find the ice
Yeah.
lever.
The ice switch.
Ice switch.
Right.
Yeah, Nick, did you see an ice switch? Did you feel, sometimes they're hard to find, did you feel along the panel? Was there?
Yeah, you pat by the door. Yeah.
Yeah, you all have, I know, in the middle of the night tried to find a light switch that you swear was there.
Yeah.
Nick's like, God damn it. Yeah, like, so Nick knows that it's something magical. Like, he doesn't know if it's coming from below. It could be power from below, right? Whatever. He's not convinced, because he did get a 22. He's not convinced that this is like a puzzle where you have to find a thing, like classic D&D, like go find the thing, and then that thing will unlock the thing.
Right.
It could be something else, but it is absolutely, there's some super powerful magic. Makes him a little nervous about what's down below. But based on Karen's, role and what she discovered in the spy notes, isn't necessarily an evil lich, which seems like an odd sentence. But there's more to it.
So it sounds like we can't get down, guys, unless we can think of another way. Do you want to go with Noodles said, which is like continue to search the lair? We never went to the other side.
Yeah, I think we have to, because we got no choice. Unless you go back up. Somebody said you wanted to go back up. I don't remember.
No
I mean,
way.
I think the only other option would be if there's a brute force way to just melt through, like just alchemist fire and torches and.
Would his
If-
dragon breath
Does-
work?
I doubt.
At some point,
But
you had
Because
insight
it
into how
melts,
far down.
it's
Like,
gonna melt.
didn't you guys roll something and you learned that it was
it's at least a couple levels down, right?
it was something like the stairways, like something like 100, like at least 100 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I did the math, and Karen with an axe or even an enchanted pick could make progress. I think the math came out. It would take about 12 hours, but 12 hours of being exposed to the cold.
Yeah.
Is there?
Right.
Do I have a? Don't I have some sort of? Let me look at my.
Well, you guys have warm cocoa.
Let's use the Christmas bombs.
Can I throw Hans Gruber at the ice?
Yes.
ribbon. I have 2 ribbons of combustion.
What in the? Where the slap did all my spells go? Where?
Oh, see, these are nice fuses.
Which one has my spells? Which little thing?
Wait, did you turn
This?
off some of the panels or something?
Oh, there it is. No, I found it. I thought I had some sort of sanctuary. What's that?
Oh, hold on, I gotta. I'm sorry. Side break. So, Clip, you're running. You're running Nick, right?
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
Chris is running it.
I am.
Oh, well then I don't. He has 3. Sorry.
Is he
I don't know
incumbent?
why. No, I don't know why it's cracking. He has 3
What does he have?
oranges favorited.
Oh, that's from the last time I ran Nick. Yeah.
And the bell.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Oh, I don't know why that hit me hard. I don't know why. Oh.
He
I'm
has
just
his
like-
oranges?
At first I was like, was I testing on his account? Why the fuck would you equip your hotbar a
Yeah,
bunch of
that's my-
oranges?
That's my new way to troll people when I'm guest running your.
Oh boy.
I thought I
Okay.
had some sort of dome.
Well,
You know,
just so you know,
would-
just so you know,
But
Cliff,
I
if you don't also equip them, they don't show up in they don't fill this entire bar with oranges. So to show up, in case you guys didn't know this, to show up in the handle while that thing is collapsed, you just have to favor the thing and then also have it equipped, and then it'll show up in
What about
your
lightning?
quick bar.
Can I explode it with lightning?
Do you have to call lightning from the clouds, or can you manufacture the lightning yourself?
Let me see. In a
I assume that that's just
at a
magical
point
lightning.
you can see. It doesn't say anything about having to be outside.
All right, you want to try it?
I don't know. What do you think? Waste? It is at will. So
Yeah.
it's not like I'm gonna lose
Yeah.
anything from it. All right, I'm gonna try it. If not, we gotta come up with something.
Well, let me quickly throw down an actor. That
Alright.
something, so you have something to target.
Wow.
How far away can I be? 120. 60 feet. It's a 60-foot cylinder.
All right. Give me 1 second.
To that point, each creature within damage or
All right, I'm gonna duplicate
it says if
this.
you're outdoor in stormy conditions, but
And edit. All right, I'm gonna put something down at the end for you to target.
all right.
And do this.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, and
How do I get back to
That-
me?
all right. So there's a little token at the end of the hallway. I'll put
All right, I just gotta find me again. Oh, there I am. Hi. All right, I'm gonna try this. Oh, just target. Okay. Call lightning. Let's see. Concentration, please. Okay. Placement. Okay. Oh. That seems a lot. Anybody else being targeted besides? It wouldn't go through the wall, right? Because the
I don't
whole
believe so.
thing is yellow.
Yeah.
It might go through the wall. Is there anyone there? I don't see the template. Did you place it?
Down the hallway, or Cyrus and I to be in
We need to
the
back up.
middle of it, and are we?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Ooh, nice sound.
That is lovely, actually. Got some lights going on.
Did it do it?
Well, it says you have to place the measured template. Did you do it?
Okay.
And it's a dexterity
Damn
saving
it.
throw. Yep, go ahead and do it. And
That doesn't
normal.
seem like much.
Hit me.
All right.
It is.
So
cool.
you
It's
see.
still scary.
So you see about 2 inches of ice chip away.
Okay.
There, and I move the X forward 2 inches.
So
2
if we,
inches of ice, like, or just like a tiny little 2-inch hole.
No, just like it sort of, there's a little bit of a divot.
So not great.
So okay. Suggestions.
Unless someone can think of another brute force method, we might have to look around.
Yeah, let's go look around.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
how
right.
long would it take to go 100 feet, 2 inches at a time?
Long time.
I mean, we're at a safe distance, and it's at will, so I could do this for 10 minutes. It says it lasts for 10 minutes, and then I'd have to do it again.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Let's just go. See
Let's
what's up
find
everywhere
an
else.
alternative. Although that was really kind of cool.
Yeah,
What's-
I still
So
see the
no-
lightning going off behind the fog. Doesn't
Yeah.
cover all of it, so I see it like peeking out. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to go back and loop around like we were before?
I believe I do. Yeah.
Do
All right,
it.
let's
Do
go
the
back.
loop around.
Follow me.
It's in free mode unless you guys want to do Congo. You got to tell me.
Follow me. Down here.
There you go.
Where are you?
Losing my character.
Yeah, let's just.
Your character's right here.
Congo.
Yeah, I can't see it.
I moved
'cause
you with
I'm-
everyone else.
All right, do
How's
a
that?
conga, but this time don't double back on yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do follow mode, so we'll see. So like, let's just see what happens. You might go through some walls. We'll find out. Just know that if you do go through some walls, you don't actually see what you see. And we're going into follow mode.
Okay.
Down. Look at that. Look at them all go. This way. Look at them all go. Oh, someone just went through a wall.
Oh, you're definitely gonna go through a wall now. Or maybe not. Look, it went straight. Look
No,
at
this
that.
is-
Come on, look at that coding, you guys. Are you impressed?
I'm impressed.
It's cool.
I'm gonna perception check this door, Thomas.
Perception the heck out of it, please.
All right, I'm gonna put in locked mode real quick, so we don't anything weird happens.
Still here?
What's that?
Are we missing folks here?
No, I'll put it. Actually, it's on free mode. If you guys want to go into the room, you go for it.
I see Nick. Oh,
Because you went into a room, and I need to give you some narrative. You are in this room, and share. So a lot of books on this level. A lot of things sort of torn up and falling down, and I'm not going to actually put the narrative in there, but this little area is it's a shadow its former self. Lots of more majestic shelves all around you. They're reduced to sort of splintered wood. It's a really awkward space. A lot of clutter. There's a smell of mold and decay. As the cave breeze flows through, you hear the occasional sort of fluttering of pages. But honestly, just a sort of a very oppressive smell of death, old, decaying. Nothing too spectacular. But you wanted to roll a perception check, Mr. Nick? I'm Mr. Skylar, is that right?
Nick will want to absorb anything he can from this room.
Yeah, I agree about that. Send him free on the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nick picks up, a book off the floor, and it just falls apart in his hands. A former shape of itself. Kind of like, in Halloween when you were a kid and you would do those snakes and they'd have the ash, and it looked like you could pick it up and then you touched it and it all just fell apart. Or like, maybe your mom's cigarette ash that had burned a little bit too long. And how do they not knock that off? And, look, the new generation of kids will never know how cool it is to smoke.
Or buy cigarettes for your parents.
All right, so I'm going to have you roll perception.
Okay.
And is it all of you or is it just him?
Oh, Mr. Bing's right next to me.
I'll perceive.
We should all perceive if we can.
Yep. We can do it as a party. I think that's actually the best way to do perception anyway.
Automate it, baby.
See if it works. And perception would help if I click the button that says perception. I'm kind of bummed that you guys can't see the roll tool.
Jesus.
Come on, Nick. Ooh.
You succeeded. Yeah. Even though my stupid little... Why'd that success thing only come up one time? Anyway. Yeah. More than half of you succeeded. And that's all that mattered. And then the perception that you'll go with as a group then will be the 27. And that would be Fabia. And Fabia is located out in the hallway. So interestingly, where she's at, she's not perceiving what Skylar is perceiving, right? It is based on where you are. She hears something down the hallway to the south, or sort of to the south of her, so to the right and to the south. It doesn't necessarily sound like footsteps, but there's just some noise that direction. Holy smoke, she had a 27. She also swears that she hears rats, and not giant rats, but just like rats sort of scurrying around, which implies that maybe there's some food or, organic things have to live off of something. Skylar, you hear not much from where you're standing, right? So from a group perspective, that's sort of what you hear. Nothing too spectacular. And armed with that knowledge, what do you do, Mr. Skylar? You are in charge.
What do you guys think? Should we open the door, or should we do a quick search of this room?
I can do an investigation if you want.
Let's do an investigation.
Yep.
Maybe we'll find the ice.
Roll an investigation for me.
Someone got a stinker. Someone got a 20.
Ooh.
Who is that? Was that Noodle?
Probably Doodle.
Oh,
Yeah.
might have been.
All right, so anyone who got over a 10, roll the investigation macro, the little magnifying glass.
Okay.
Fancy. Aaron, you got a vial.
Karen got a vial, so there'll be a vial in your inventory because it's so easy to add shit to your inventory now. Oh my god, look how easy that was. I know I act like all these tools are for you guys, but no. It's to make my life easier.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I can just drag that little link. I can just drag onto a person now, and it gives it to them.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So nothing else. I think. Whereas, as Fabia comes around, she does see like all this decay and little mushrooms and all of that jazz. And you may need to like urge her to move forward, otherwise she's going to end up crafting again.
Karen, shall you open the door?
Yeah, go for it.
Want to go first? You want me to?
Either way. You've got armor. Go for it.
You find yourself at a crossroads. You see a long hallway to the east, and you see a hallway going to the west. Karen wouldn't know this, but Favia, whoever's controlling Favia takes, steps into the doorway. She'll have more intel for you because she has that mapping ability.
Well, I know the door to the left is the other side, so that we've already been there.
So that's what she says. So she says she knows from the mapping perspective that the door to the left is absolutely the other side, right? That's the hallway you came from. I mean, that's the hallway you came from. That's the room you came from, the big library.
Yeah.
What she heard, standing there is you hear a little bit of scurrying to the south from this door.
Dog just scared the crap out of me.
And then there's a weird space here.
All right, people.
All right, Skylar, keep it moving. What are you doing?
Coming up.
Or tell them what to do.
Get up here.
Get up to the right.
We'll get into the hallway, so you can see.
Well, it's a hallway. It's not like there's a whole lot of room.
Well, yeah, but do you want to go left or right now that you're up here? You can kind of see the layout. Karen can see the layout now.
I don't know. We need to check it all out. So.
Want to go to the scurryings to the left, and there's light to the right, and a door. I said we go this way. Let's go this way.
All right, we're following you.
Okay.
Well, Fabia did say that the left was the library, right?
We don't want to go back there, but if you come up in here, you'll see there's like a passage before the library. Can we do a perception on this door, Thomas?
What door? Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me lock movement down while I do this.
Oh no!
Oh, shoot.
I told you to get in the hallway.
Can't be in the hallway. No road.
See
It's a big hallway.
That's
Get in here.
So it's going to be Skylar and Fabia and Karen. Do perception.
$16, I'll take it. Ooh, nice. Even nicer.
All right. From the doorway. Hold on 1 second. Well, that's stupid. Yeah. So from the doorway, doesn't seem to be locked. Nothing nefarious is on the other side, from what you can tell. It's a normal temperature, so there's not like a burst of cold or anything coming through. I guess I'm saying it seems safe.
I opened it.
All right. You see hallway.
More hall.
Freaking hallways.
Can we conga?
Yep. Conga it is. Well, you need to stack up before I'm going to let you conga. So, because this will literally, I can try doing conga. Let me try and see what happens. Oh wait, why am I selecting you guys for targets?
Yeah, please. That would not be nice.
Did I hit T somehow? There we go. There we go. And move up to conga. Let's see what craziness happens. Oh, I can also set the distance between each of you when you're congaing.
You put us in,
Oh my god, like dumping on top of me.
Oh, this is.
Jeez, it's freaking maze in here.
Yeah.
This is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
So this is Fabia's like, oh yeah, at the end of this hallway, that is where, by the way, your characters are trying their best to stack up behind Steven, but there's not enough room. That's why they keep moving around like, what the fuck? Where do I go? That's my spot. They eventually will get to their actual spot. I will have all these wrinkles worked out once I get a job. Anyway, Skylar, that's that table is when you guys made the guy who moves the most. The leader is really funny. Most likely to run into a room. That room should look familiar to you guys. It was this. And I can give you the narrative again if you want, but Noodle, you have, remember the soul siphon.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So we hold on a minute though.
Yeah.
Isn't that on a different level?
No, that's this level.
No, it's
Man, we've been here a long time. Okay.
So you guys have been, full disclosure, you've been down this hallway, and you've been up to the north. You've been a little way to the right. So like, see the door that's open in front of Nick, above Nick?
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn off movement for a second.
Oh man.
It's gonna go into free movement for a second because quite honestly, in this layout with Congo not perfect, it's gonna drag you guys through every room, and you're gonna see behind doors that are locked, and that just doesn't seem fair. But anyway, so Karen, you're over there. Like, you guys came through this door at one point, so you haven't went any farther west than where you are, Karen, and you haven't went any farther west than where you are, Skylar. Other than that, you've seen there may be a room or two to the east that you haven't seen. I'm sorry, to the west that you haven't seen, but the rest of the unexplored areas are either where you're at, Skylar, or where Karen is heading to the north. Oh my gosh, I just realized on the video, it's following wherever I look, and I'm continually dragging my map around looking at stuff, and that has to be nauseating. So I should turn it. Track all. There we go. So yeah.
All right, so we don't want to go back down here, so we've already been here, right? Want to go back down?
I don't have any idea. I am the worst with directions, so.
Yeah, I'm lost. So
I think we've been all over there, right, Karen? Where you're at?
No, you've been as far as where Karen is.
Well, let's
You've
keep
been-
going that way. Let's just
You've been
go.
north. You've been north, but only into the room right to the north because you came in that door above, right above you, Skylar. You've not been to the south, that door, and you haven't been into the workshop and went to the south.
All right, let's
Basically,
go
you have if the door is closed, you have not, and we're just opening it up. So hold on,
Oh, Lord of mercy.
hold on. Lock in the movement. I should just have when a door opens. That's probably a good idea. When a door opens, lock movement.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that. Door open
lock the movement.
equal lock movement. By the way, in Reddit, that's one of the biggest complaints of like founder people is like, and then I just realized like one of the characters had like explored half of the level while I was, just telling the story. Like, yeah, that's what happens. All right, so what you see pop in is simply not that guy. Hold on. Common. 1 second.
You know what, Thomas? Nick Baylock found that pick. I wonder if the pick can do something to the ice.
Ooh.
Should try that.
Because that seems that's something that we haven't really did much research on.
All right, here it comes. I've got to. Let's see where your vision is. There it is. Hold on.
I see nothing.
All right.
I think it's gonna be specters.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
All right. So the good news is you just opened the door and you can't see anything. But I'm going to give you the narrative and say blah blah blah. Boom. You're gonna be surprised, though. So, as you open this door up, Stephen, the silence is, blah, 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 palatable. I've got to stop using that stupid phrase. There's stark walls and cold iron fixtures. Like, this is clearly a pretty horrible place. The shackles rattle faintly in the still air. They echo, an echo of the trembling hands they once combined. This chamber is, a prelude to horrors unknown. Holds sort of heavy breaths of those who await their grim fate. And there's this group of restless spirits that remained, remnants of prisoners who never left this room, and they sort of linger, right? And these ethereal figures, pace endlessly, and then as soon as you open up this door, they disappear into the darkness.
Oh.
Are we in combat, are we?
Not yet, because all you've seen is that. You've not engaged with anything yet.
Right. Hey guys, come line up behind me.
Because they basically, Skylar, they disappeared into the shadows.
Should we go into the middle of the room so we're not standing by walls
Is
down in here?
Is somebody trailing blood? Somebody bleeding?
That'd be me. I'm a little injured.
I am as well.
Do we need to take a nap?
I don't
Boy.
think we can.
I mean, I can do a heal, but we could.
Wait, how injured are I thought we all had full health.
No,
Minus the freezing damage.
nope. I'm down about 20%, maybe.
Yeah, I think Karen, you and me. Nick's got a slight. Skylar's got. Everybody's got slight, but. Three of us are kind of. Yeah, 20.
Alright. You think we're fine? We can always heal up in combat. What do you guys think?
All right.
Sure.
Do you guys want to? Because you guys are pretty susceptible standing along the wall there. If you move in, there's like a middle of the room here. If you guys want to enter combat.
I don't think we can move
I'll
right
let
now.
you guys do that.
No, well, Karen, like we're not in combat, so Karen can move closer, and so can Fabia.
No, that we can't move right now.
No, but Thomas will let us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you guys tell me.
I think we want to move into the room. Is that okay? And group up
Yeah,
behind
can
you.
you?
Yeah, let's give it a
1
try.
second.
Yeah, we're right behind you.
All right, I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna turn off that stuff. Hold on. There we go. And click this button here, and then turn off this guy, and you're gonna have free movement.
All right.
All right, go ahead and move.
You want to get?
Anybody want healing right now? Do you want like cure wounds, or are we good?
I think we're okay, or I'm okay anyway.
I'm okay.
I have a lot of hit points, so. But if you or Cyrus want to,
Do you want some, Cyrus?
You want some, baby?
I think maybe I'll just grab a potion.
Okay, because I can do a cure wound on you, and it automatically heals a little bit of me too. So, just
true.
it would be a level, though it would be a spell slot.
All right, you're in combat.
Look at these guys.
Great googly moogly.
I need you to roll your initiatives.
They're ugly.
Doesn't Fabia get advantage on initiative rolls? Anybody?
Yeah, she usually does.
She does, and that's not me.
I
did not
two
do that.
things. 72 and 92.
Oh, whoever's controlling Fabia, don't forget little Zippy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think I have control of Zip.
I'll roll for him.
no.
Yeah, when you rolled initiative, it should have let you roll with advantage, right? For Fabio?
You know, it marked advantage for Karen, but it had Favia on normal. So
Oh,
I mean, I went ahead and rolled with advantage, but
yeah. Good. All right, so Skylar, you walk in and these are some things you've never seen before.
I can see that.
Did you want to know if you know anything?
Sure, I do know something with my special fighter power.
Oh, do tell.
I have that. Let me pull it up. It is. Is it combat? No. Know your enemy.
All right.
Oh, I just did it.
No. Okay, well, yeah. What's it? Well, expand it out and just tell me what that means.
You can spend at least 1 minute drawing on the interaction with a creature outside of combat. You can learn a certain amount of information about its capabilities compared to your own. Well, I guess I'm in combat now, so it's sort of a moot point.
All right.
But
Let me.
armor class, hit points, total class level, and fighter class level, if any. So that's the data I could get.
Okay. Let me. Well, you just tell me that in 2 seconds. I need you to roll a nature check first. So here it is.
Check.
All right, a 7. And then okay. Yeah. Hold on. I'm doing a quick calc. So you already know that this is what they look like. This.
They look like what's that children's book where the animals are? No,
Yeah, well, the wild things are.
that's what it is. They look like bad where the wild things are. It's a Bodak?
Yeah. So there you go. In the chat is what you know.
Do I
And for this
can I-
specific, can you what?
I can't use the know your enemy.
No. So what do you know your enemy? Tell me what else. So what are the things that you would know more about? That's what I need to know.
Armor class, current hit points, and class level.
Easily. From a class level, although you rolled a 7, which is pretty bad, but because I think you get that automatically, right? So
Yeah.
I guess with your skill, you know their armor class is a 15, right? And these, they don't have levels. They have challenge ratings. So there's no such thing as a level for monster, right? So they have a challenge rating of about 6. If that makes any sense to you? An example is a goblin is a half, for some context. And from a hit points perspective, you know they have somewhere between 55 and 65 hit points.
Let's do it.
But also, don't forget, I just gave you what you know in the chat.
Yeah.
So there may be something that you need to know.
I'm reading through it.
That was one of the things that the first time I've used this with you guys. It helps. It gives you basically a little insight into the creature, and then some what tactics would you intuitively know based on that roll.
Don't make contact, people.
Huh?
Oh, it's unholy, so holy water, blessed items. I wonder if that means like radiant damage in general.
Well, and when you guys get in the room, you are welcome to see what you know. But right now, unfortunately, only Skylar's there. So I'm gonna hit begin comp.
They can't see that?
No, I mean, I'm assuming that you're sharing with them. These are
Okay.
Bodaks, and they've got this much, right? So that's why I put it in the chat. And it was a pretty kind of a crappy roll. So
Thanks, Tommy.
yeah. So planning ended. Because you moved. Yeah, planning ends when you move. So you're in combat. It is your turn, Karen.
All right.
Hey guys,
Well,
what the fuck
yeah.
is this?
What?
I just got back. What?
We be fighting
No,
Bodak. You know
It's
anything
a
about
Bodak. Don't
Don't-
look at its face. Don't look at its eyes. And we think that we can do something with it with something holy relics, holy water, holy cannoli.
Is it undead?
Cannolis.
I have a,
What you know about it is in the chat already, Mark. So you can scroll into it. That's what they know.
a play question. If these guys do this note about eye contact, if a creature does an effect by making eye contact, if they're blinded, is that ability neutralized or no?
Oh, damn you, Cliff. I mean, although let's be fair, I didn't know how to do a dispel magic. But anyway, yeah, I would say, yeah, if it's about their gaze, then, but you know, he rolled a 7, so that was sort of a general tactical thing. But yeah, if they're blinded, they could not use that on you.
All right, then I think I'm going to one creature. And it's only. Oh no! Wait. So there's at least 4 of them. 30 foot. Okay. Well. Trying to decide which way we should go here. So there's jokers to the left and jokers to the right.
I'd say go right, Cliff. I mean, Fabia. Yeah, because then at least you can keep them at bay, and then I can move in, and the other guys can come in from behind the door.
Okay,
You know?
I'm going to use my gem of brightness to do a cone of blinding light. So and I don't think this thing actually casts. So I don't know how you want me to roll it, but they have to do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or they're blinded for 1 minute.
Okay.
And I'll do Banu and Layla.
So DC 15, Constitution save, right? All right, let me do this. And oh, it's my own roll. I'm looking for the old roll tool now. Okay, that's a Constitution save. Oh, Constitution saving throw, and it's a 15. You said?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty high. And they both failed.
All right.
All right.
We got blind.
So they are now blind, I assume?
Mhm.
All right, let me add that. Blind. Also using my own tool for this. Oh, what's that say?
I'm just, ready for, like, basically, and there's wall behind Skylar, right? Is that true?
Behind Skylar is a wall, and then a hallway to the east. I mean, the hallway goes to the east. The room is to the west.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right.
All right. I
And-
need to bail.
So we're done. So I was gonna say, like, that's top of the round. You guys can roll your initiative, and we're gonna call it. You guys are fighting some not specters and not ghosts, which is nice. Some Bodaks, a little bit different battle experience. When we play next, we'll start here. And I need to figure out why my Mac Mini keeps turning off its own audio halfway through the show when I don't push any buttons. So that's fun. All right. Well, if anyone needs me, I'll be up till tomorrow working on a portfolio presentation.
Good luck.
I will see you all.
Enjoy.
Uh,
Take care, everybody.
You guys-
Tommy.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody. I need the dates that you want me to.
Well, give me 1 second. And thank you.